Fiona, hi Olivia. Lovely to have you here for a chat.
Hi Kate, how you going? Hi Olivia.
Hey, hello Fiona.
I'm pretty excited about what we're doing on the Yellow Healing Trail in lots of ways, but one of the things that I'm really excited about is the end of life component of it. So we've got 7 amazing events that we're running, and having you up to talk to us about natural burial is just delightful. So because it ticks a big box for us, Yill is all about that whole thing of reciprocity between humans and country, or people and planet, or however you want to put that, and natural burial is a big part of that for me. So maybe you'd like to explain your roles in life, but all of which are around natural burial.
Yeah. Okay, my name is Fiona McCuaig, thank you. And I've set up the Wala-waani Way Conservation Burial. And the council has been the first one in New South Wales to approve a 100% natural burial ground, which means everyone who's buried there will be naturally buried, i.e. everything will be beneficial to the soil and definitely not harmful to the soil. But it's also the first in Australia because it's a conservation burial. So that means we're going to protect 18 hectares of natural bush ecosystem, and that will be protected in perpetuity. And we'll have the glossy black cockatoo, the lyrebirds, and looking at actually getting koalas in there as well.
Oh, that's just too exciting. I love how many boxes you've just mentioned ticking. Congratulations. So when does it open, Fiona?
We hope to have our first
When's it opening?
in April 2025. So we've got most of the approvals. We're just in the middle of building the roads and doing some of the conditions of the DA. One of them is doing up the highway, the Princes Highway. But yeah, it's looking pretty positive for April next year.
Doing up a bit of the highway as part of the DA, that's extreme, isn't it?
Well, yes, at one point it was about $500,000 worth of an upgrade, doing another auxiliary lane. But Transport New South Wales have been great, actually. We've sort of trimmed it down, but also not created another sort of a lane of fast moving traffic, which is actually more safe for the people in Badalla crossing the road. So it's sort of a good outcome. And that's the first thing we've started to build. Then the next thing will be the entry to Wala-waani Way, which is the old Princes Highway. The new one was built in the 50s. And that is beautifully tree lined. It's got some spotted gums around 250 to 300 years old. Someone the other day said, that we call them the Captain Cookers because they would have been around when Captain Cook came. And so the entry is absolutely beautiful. And then you go onto the conservation burial site. It's 18 hectares. A lot of it is already established natural bush. And then there's about a mountain and a half of cleared agricultural land. And that's where we'll do all the natural burials and start the planting of, back to natural bush.
Did you just say a mountain and a half? How much space?
Well, it's
I love that.
hectares all up, but we can only really bury in about 1/7 of the site because the 1/7 is the cleared area. So look, we might be able to get approval in the future to actually bury amongst the trees, which I would love to do. But that's another set of approvals. So we're just going to, bury in the area that we want to regenerate anyway, which is the most valuable thing to the environment too. And then we can create the pathways and a ceremony building and different things on that unbuilt land. Yeah.
I have a feeling that people are going to travel far and wide to come down to Eurobadalla for that, to be buried with you. Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
We've got 2 people in Queensland who have already committed. So.
From Queensland. Wow. Okay. Amazing.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's a long way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's devotion. And Olivia, you're going to be working alongside Fiona on the project in some way. So would you like to explain a little more of that, or what you do in day-to-day life?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, I'm very excited. Wala-waani Way is a very special place indeed. I was very fortunate to be connected with Fiona, and I'm a funeral director. I'm also a palliative biographer, so I'm very honoured to be the Sydney representative for Wala-waani Way, and I'm deeply passionate about, we're going to be talking about dying naturally. And for me, there's there are two sides to that. There's a human aspect and the environmental aspect. So I'm looking to establish a social enterprise myself, which will entail establishing a unique end of life retreat, which I would like to be situated halfway between Fiona and myself. So I'm very passionate about compassionate and a holistic approach to life and death. And so for me, we will be talking about dying naturally. And for me, that's very much, there are two aspects to that, and that's the human aspect and the environmental aspect.
Yeah, it's such a big, broad topic, and I'm just saying to everybody, it's a really good idea to come along and have a little listen into what Olivia and Fiona have to say. I know, Fiona, that you're part of the Natural Death. What's the I stand
Advocacy
for? NDIN.
Bit of a tongue twister, yes. Yes. And that is, look, when I basically wanted to do a natural burial ground, I got put in touch with a lovely lady called Rebecca Lyons, and she is just this amazing woman who's pushing natural burials in Australia, you know, for environmental reasons, but also because it's a fabulous way that people want to celebrate, you know, their life and their family as well. Just, you know, so many people say, when I die, I just want to be put in the soil and be a tree, or, you know, have a tree planted over me, or do something beneficial, or be a gift to the planet. A lot of people are getting wise about the other end of life options at the moment, which are cremation and traditional burial, which have glues and lacquers and screws and metals in the coffins. And they're saying, well, I don't want to do another death print, or a carbon print. I'd love to do something with my body that is going to be beneficial to the planet. And what a better thing to do than to put those nutrients in the ground. So Rebecca has been a real force. She's got this amazing organisation, which I'm on the board, and we're trying to get more natural burial grounds throughout Australia.
It's very, very exciting. I feel like it's the future, and I feel like, you know, as we start to swing our minds into a space where we can think more holistically about everything, including death, the part that you two are playing is huge. So this is a warm invitation to everybody to come along and have a really deep listen up to Fiona and Olivia at West Cambawarra Cemetery during the trail. All the details will be below. We'll be out there. We'll have all our seats and also some blankets and some nice cushions and comfortable things to sit down under the trees and really have a good yarn up about what natural burial and natural options are for the end of life and dying. And I can't thank you enough for being available on that day. So yes, please.
Yeah, very much so.
All your details, yeah, great. So, and all your details will be below this video. So I feel like it's a big issue, dying for everybody, and you may, we're inviting everybody anyway to reach out to you beforehand, during, afterwards, and really have a good yarn about what's out there and what's available and how you might be able to help. Yeah. So.
Thank you, Kate. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing everyone. Please come along. We look forward to meeting you and chatting about this, you know, fabulous topic, which is not all bad. It can be quite exciting too. So let's have a good chat.